Welcome aboard. We are here in Punta Gorda. We're heading off to St. Augustine, and this is my first cross country with you guys with the new Avionics. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am.
Ground mode.
So according to ForeFlight, I filed for Rogan Direct, and it says expect as filed. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in, just jump ahead here, and put in Rogan, and then put in St. Augustine, SGJ, enter. We'll activate the fly plan. It'll cross sync. So we'll have that there, and then we'll get our clearance and see if that is indeed correct. But first, let's get the ATIS.
Punta Gorda Tower information, Lima, time 2052 Zulu weather, wind 280 at 10, visibility 10, sky conditions, few clouds, 3,600, temperature 33, dew point 24, altimeter 29904. Remarks, lightning distant to the north, use caution for bird activity near the airport. Advise on initial contact, you have Lima.
We got Lima. Let's go ahead and pick up our clearance. Pick up the ground. Baron 3175 Whiskey with Lima. Like pick up my IFR to St. Augustine.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, you're cleared to the St. Augustine Airport. Be radar vectors direct. After departure, maintain 2000. Expect 6,000 in 10 minutes. Departure control frequency is 127.05 and squawk 3723.
Alright, clear to St. Augustine, radar vectors direct, 2000, 6000, 10 minutes, 12705 and 3723 for Baron 3175 Whiskey.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, readback is correct. Advise ready to taxi runway 22.
Alright, we are at the self-service fuel. I'm ready to taxi to 22, St. Whiskey.
Baron 75 Whiskey, runway 22, taxi via Delta Alpha, cross 33 at Alpha.
Alright, so we got radar vectors direct, which is pretty much very similar to what I filed, except I filed for Rogan Direct, so not much different. Rogan is actually on the way. And with all this weather, because I forgot to mention, there is a bunch of weather between here and St. Augustine, so that should make for a fun trip. Of course, hopefully we can avoid most of it, and that'll make it even more fun for me. So we're clear to 2000, so if I hit this twice, the 3000, I can change that to 2000, and we can set our heading bug on run 22, which is our runway heading, until we get something different.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, Punta Gorda Tower, runway 22, fly runway heading cleared for takeoff.
Runway 22, runway heading clear for takeoff, St. Whiskey. Alright, we are clear right, we are clear left. Alright, power is set, gauge is in the green, fuel flow, airspeed is live, 84 knots, positive rate, you're up, runway heading to 2000.
75 Whiskey, contact Fort Myers, departure, and have a safe flight.
Departure, good day, St. Whiskey. Departure, Baron 3175 Whiskey, 1.3, climbing 2000, runway heading.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, Fort Myers, departure, radar contact, climb maintain 6000, turn right heading is 020.
6000, 020, St. Whiskey. Alright, 6000, 020. Let's pull a mixture back as we climb.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, contact Miami Center 127.2, good day.
27.2, good day, St. Whiskey. Miami Center, Baron 3175 Whiskey, 4.7, climbing 6000, 020 heading.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, Miami Center, roger. Lakeland altimeter 29907, area of moderate precipitation, 12 o'clock, 35 miles, 15 miles in diameter.
29907, and we'll advise that if we need to deviate. Alright, we'll bring the RPMs back to 2400 RPM. I'll bring the manifold pressure back to 23 inches.
Here Charlie, 16 amendment to your routing, advise and ready.
Okay, 23 inches of manifold pressure and 2400 RPM gives me a 66% horsepower. Now we're going to go ahead and lean for cruise. So with lean the mixtures, it actually increased.
75 Whiskey, 16 amendment to your routing, advise and ready.
Ready to copy 75 Whiskey.
75 Whiskey, clear to St. Augustine via direct Moans intersection, Mike, Oscar, Alpha, November, Sierra, MOANS, and then direct to St. Augustine, main 5, 6,000.
Alright, direct Moans, direct point of order 6,000, 75 Whiskey.
Center, good afternoon, United 2438.
Moans.
10.
Activate Moans. Let's go direct. Enter.
Cross Andro at main.
And I'll hit the GPS steering button here.
The Orlando altimeter 29905.
So now we'll navigate to direct to Moans.
United 2438.
So with leaning the mixture, the percentage of horsepower actually increased from 66% to 67% just from setting that mixture level a little less rich and more on the 50 rich of peak setting. So we are currently level cruise 6,000 feet. Have an indicated airspeed of 162 knots. We have a true airspeed of 182 knots, and we're getting a ground speed of 184 knots with an outside air temperature of 21 degrees. So you can see from the Aspen, we have all this information right here, and it's also showing us our wind, which is 282 at 20 knots off of our left.
Intersection that's approved, and
so we were just getting a crosswind. We're not getting any help or any hurt at the moment from the wind. So if you look closely, you can see our heading is actually 014, but we're actually tracking a course of 019. And you see that little diamond right there? That diamond is directly on our course. So that's actually showing us our wind correction. So with the Aspen, it's pretty simple to, if you're flying by hand and you want to just follow that needle, all you got to do is take that diamond, put that diamond on the needle, and you are going to track exactly the course you want. Which of course that can come in pretty handy when you are shooting an instrument approach. So as you can see, we now have the JPI EDM 960, and this one gauge replaced all those gauges that were over here. It's all right here, right in my line of sight, which makes things so much easier. And there's so much information here. We've got percentage horsepower, we've got our manifold pressure, RPM, we got all of this that used to be down here. It's all right here in my plain view. My fuel flow, my fuel remaining, fuel quantity, my fuel pressure. Now you can see that fuel pressure is bouncing around. I think that might be an actual sensor issue, something I got to take a look at. But you can see my fuel flows are good. It's like I absolutely love it. Love having everything here. When it was over here on the side, it was out of my view, out of my scan. I really couldn't see it. So there is so much information in this JPI unit, and a lot of you couldn't see my engine analyzer before, but as you can see here, I can see what each and every cylinder is doing. I can see the temperature of each cylinder head. I can see the exhaust gas temperature of each cylinder. So I have just such an array of information here. It's sensory overload, and it's all being stored in data, and so if ever I have any problems, I can go and I can download it, take it to my mechanic, and we can analyze the information it's giving me to figure out what exactly is going on with the engine. And that's pretty priceless. That makes this unit worth its weight in gold right there alone. So normally, as you know, I usually fly higher. I don't stay this low at 6,000 feet. But if you look out the window, you can see that 6,000 feet is pretty much keeping us out of all this weather. And so it's obviously a much easier way to make this flight. Just stay down low and stay below it all. So we still have a lot of things to talk about. We'll get in depth in a video just on the JPI. As you can see up here, I have the AOA angle of attack indicators. We'll do a video and a flight just on the AOA, and we'll talk about it and how it works. We'll save that for when I'm not doing a cross country.
But again, that is part of the same line.
And I have a max vis camera that helps me stay in low visibility. And we'll talk about that more on an evening flight, or if we get into any situations where it's low visibility. We'll talk about its benefits, and you actually see it in action, which will be cool. So guys, we haven't been able to talk much since this COVID, at least not via the videos. If you've been on my social media, on Instagram, on Beach Baron Pilot, then we've probably chatted and you've been seeing what's going on in my life. But more importantly, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope the COVID hasn't had too much of a negative impact on your life. And hopefully you're getting back on your feet and things are getting back to normal for you. For me, it's a new normal now, and I'm just grasping onto the new normal and going with the flow. That's all we can really do, right? One of the positives, though, that's come from all this COVID is that it makes me appreciate private flying even more, and it makes flying GA that much more valuable and useful as a tool. Tell you what, if you were following my series on the P Baron, that P Baron was an amazing airplane. I absolutely love the AC. I love being able to get high and pressurization. It was so comfortable. But there's something about flying your own airplane, the comfort level, that is just hard to replace. And so whenever I talk to people and they talk about their airplane and they go, I would just fly I always cut them off, because it's not a just, it's your airplane. It's amazing, whether it be airplane you own or a plane you rent. And if you're comfortable with it, that's a great airplane. And we are a small percentage of people that are fortunate enough to fly. So there is no just in aviation. So with all these new goodies I have in the airplane, the Aspen, the JPI, upgrade the 440 to a 540, the AOA, the max vis camera, the size fuel gauges. Tell me in the comments down below what you are most interested in and what you want to hear more about or more in depth first and soon. And let me know. And I will I'll try to put it in the order that you guys inquire about. Alright, we are about 80 miles out, 25 minutes from St. Augustine. Let's go ahead and see if we can pick up the ATIS.
St. Augustine Airport, information Bravo, time 215 Zulu, winds 190 at 7, visibility 10, skies clear, temperature 270.24, altimeter 299.3, runway 13, visual approach. Caution, distant lightning all quadrants. Advise that we should contact you at its information Bravo.
Alright, we have Bravo 299.3 at the airport. Runway 13 is in use. So we'll just preload the RNAV for 13. Go enter. And then we'll choose from here. You see Craig, Mato, Orifs, Eurofo. So I think I'm going to select I'll choose Mato only because it gives me the most waypoints, although right now it's visual, so I'm not really expecting anything other than getting the visual at this point, but I'll go ahead and select that.
November 75 Whiskey, turn 15 degrees to the right for traffic.
15 right, 75 Whiskey. Alright, I turn this 15 right, we go from 10 to 25. Turn off the GPSS, and over it goes.
3175 Whiskey, proceed direct St. Augustine, contact Daytona Beach approach 125.8.
Direct St. Augustine, 125.8, St. Bose. Direct, enter, GPS. Daytona approach, Baron 3175 Whiskey 6000, direct St. Augustine.
Baron 3175 Whiskey, Daytona approach, good afternoon, Daytona altimeter 299.3.
993, St. Bose. Alright, so I press this barrel button, turn this down to 903. Alright, that sound you heard was my top of descent based on my VNAV profile, which I have set at 500 feet per minute. So I'm going to go ahead and give ATC a call and see if they can start giving me lower. Daytona approach, bearing 3175 Whiskey, can I like to start down when able?
75 Whiskey, roger, turn 20 degrees to the right, off of descent for momentarily, traffic 11 to 10 o'clock and 3 miles at 5,000, 20 degrees to right.
Alright, 20 wide, 75 Whiskey. Alright, there's 20 right.
75 Whiskey, you can start your descent, maintain 5,000.
5,000, 75 Whiskey. Alright, 5,000 set. I'll start working our way down. Gonna go ahead and pull the power back. At 23 inches, I'll bring it down to, let's say 18 inches. Actually, I'll bring it down to 20 inches for the moment. See if we can
27 Daytona clearance, maintain Z.
take advantage a little bit of the speed.
Departure frequency 125.8, squawk 0160.
And you can see here is my vertical speed. That little bar pops up. And that D10 right there is 0.5, which is 500 feet per minute. Then you can see the 1,000, 2,000.
Correct.
Landing lights on.
Descent, maintain 4,000, traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, altitude 2,700.
4,000, looking for traffic, St. Augustine.
75 Whiskey, reaching 4,000, clear direct St. Augustine.
Reaching 4,000, direct St. Augustine, St. Augustine. So this is actually active traffic here. So the traffic we're seeing is not ADS-B traffic. It's actually the traffic from my active traffic antennas, which I now have an antenna above and below the airplane. So it gives me actual real-time position of the traffic versus ADS-B, which is a history of where the traffic was. Alright, that traffic that he called out is off to my left, should be no factor. Although I still don't see, oh, I got him. Definitely no factor.
75 Whiskey, traffic no factor, descent, maintain 3,000, clear direct St. Augustine.
3,000, direct St. Augustine, 75 Whiskey. Alright, direct enter, GPS mode. And we'll change our altitude bug to 3,000. So this turned out to be a pretty good flight. We ended up avoiding all the weather, ended up not even needing the radar, even though I did turn it on for a short bit. 6,000 turned out to be a perfect altitude to just kind of stay out of it, which worked out really nice. So, as always guys, if you like these videos, hit that thumbs up and that subscribe button. Biggest compliment I can receive is your subscription to the channel. If you haven't already, be sure to visit the Baron Pilot Shop for Baron Pilot merchandise, beach life, and all kinds of other goodies, camera mounts, and jet shades, and all kinds of good stuff. Got some really cool social distancing shirts. Be sure to check them out as well. They are non-airplane specific, so it's good stuff.
Baron 75 Whiskey, maintain 2,000, advise airport in sight.
2,000, field in sight, 75 Whiskey.
Baron 75 Whiskey, cleared, visual approach, runway 13, contact St. Augustine Tower, good day.
Cleared visual 13 of a tower, good day, 75 Whiskey. St. Augustine Tower, Baron 3175 Whiskey on the visual for 13.
3175 Whiskey, St. Augustine Tower, continue right traffic, runway 13.
Right traffic, 13, 75 Whiskey. So you may notice on the airspeed tape, there's a little triangle here. That triangle indicates what my gear speed and approach flap speed is. So as long as I'm below that triangle, I can put approach flaps and I can go gear down. It's a great little bug. Very useful. Go ahead and go flaps approach. 1, 1002, 1003, 1004. There's flaps approach. 75 Whiskey's entering a right downwind for 13.
3175 Whiskey, wind is calm, runway 13, clear to land.
13, clear land, 75 Whiskey. Alright, everything gear speed, gear going down. Parallel with runway. Begin our turn. Alright, we're pretty tight in, so I'm going to go ahead and go flaps land. You're in the white arc. can see all the glide slope and all the information shows up right here.
500.
Alright, we're 500 feet, we're 3 green, flaps land, clear to land. Autopilot is away. Alright, power is out. Almost, there we go, power's out. There we go. Throttle's idle. Just kind of rolling.
3175 Whiskey, where you parking today?
Atlantic 7 Whiskey.
75 Whiskey, come down to runway 24, turn right on runway 24, you'll go all the way down to the end and monitor ground.
24 all the way to the end, mount on the ground, 7 Whiskey. Welcome to St. Augustine. 1 hour, 10 minutes from Punta Gorda to St. Augustine. Weather turned out nice, so it was a good time. So, anyhow guys, as always, thank you for coming along. We have lots of videos planned for you, lots of stuff coming. It's a good time. Plenty of info to share with all these new gadgets and all the trips and stuff that I have planned. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, just a heads up, I learned recently that apparently YouTube has stopped sending emails for notification. So even if you have rung that bell, apparently you're no longer getting emails is what I understand. So you will have to either get it on a mobile device or just keep checking, which really stinks. But I was told that's the case. I have not confirmed that, but I believe it to be true. So verify that if you will. Alright, there's our line guy. Want to give a quick shout out, thank you to all my Patreon supporters. It is your help and your support that helps keep this channel alive and allows me to make videos like this. So, thank you again. Also got some pretty new cool stuff that for my Patreon supporters. The new cool keychains, Beach Life keychains. And they're also for sale on the Baron Pilot Shop. So if you don't support me on Patreon, that's okay, I totally understand. But if you're interested in the keychains, be sure to go and visit BaronPilotShop.com. Anyhow, until next time guys, stay safe and I'll see you in the next one.